My porn addiction started at 13, but I'd always convinced myself that it was good for me. I always knew it was bad for me, but I always say, it increases testosterone or prevents prostate cancer, and it's all a load of shit. Or just cope so that I could keep watching it and not feel as guilty, not feel as much of a loser as I actually was. So once I actually tried to quit, I'd get onto NoFap, quit porn cold turkey, but I'd end up relapsing every 2 or 3 days. I'd maybe get 3 days in, then relapse 3 times that next day, and it was over. That cycle continued so many times, but finally, I was able to quit at 19. Here's how I did it. Step 1, I got onto my system called LessFap. Now, LessFap is simply how it sounds. This week, I want you to fap less than you did last week. It's that simple. Don't go to 0, just do it less, right? If you watch porn, I don't care how many times, to be fair, 20 times in a week, right? 3 times a day like I used to. The common advice would be go to 0, because then you'll quit faster. But you won't, because that's what I tried. I went from 20 times in a week, let's say, to 0 the next week. I'm going to use discipline. I'm going to quit porn cold turkey. This is the week. And then I'd miss porn so much because I was addicted, and I wouldn't even get 2 or 3 days in. Then I'd relapse, reset my NoFap streak, hate myself for it, so relapse again the same day. Realise, oh, I'm on day 0 of NoFap. Let's go again. Do it 3 or 4 times the same day. So quitting cold turkey does not work. The reason it took me years to quit is because I tried to rush it. I tried to quit in 2 weeks, which is what all these NoFap YouTubers tell you, but it's all a lie because you can't do that. It's the same guy who's trying to get a 6-pack in 2 weeks. You can't do that. It's going to take months, especially if you're fat, months. It's going to take months for you to quit porn, especially if you're addicted, right? So get onto LessFap. Excuse me, you watched porn 20 times last week? Cool. Watch it 18 times this week. Or 17. 15 the week after that. And then literally, within a few months, your addiction's gone. Right? As opposed to getting onto NoFap, within 6 months' time, you're still addicted. You're probably more addicted, I'd say. Right? Because NoFap never works, especially when you're addicted. Right? You wouldn't get the skinny guy to go in the gym and lift the heaviest weight. Why? Because he's not ready for that. He's just got to the gym. He'd start on the lightweight. To someone who's watching porn 3 times a day or even every day, you wouldn't get them to quit cold turkey because they're not ready for that. You're not ready. So stop trying to rush it because you'll never quit if you do that. Except it's going to take months because it's taken years to get this addiction. And just do it. Move on with your life. LessFap. It works so well because you can still watch porn each and every week. You're noticing benefits because the less you watch porn, the more confident you are, the less anxious you are, more testosterone you've got. Even if it's just a tiny increase, you'll notice, which is going to keep you motivated. Finally, each week, you're noticing progress towards a goal of quitting porn, right? Because if you, like me, you're on NoFap, you're trying to quit porn for years, but you made 0 progress. You made negative progress because you got addicted more. But finally, after all this time, you get onto LessFap. Within a week, you're making more progress than you have in years of NoFap, which is great. Progress is the best feeling towards a goal. If you're into the gym, if you finally notice you're getting stronger, bigger, more muscular, you're making progress, you feel good. You don't think, right, muscle made, let's leave the gym now. No, you're like, okay, cool, let's go back in the gym, let's make some more. I'm motivated now. That's what LessFap does to you. Helps you quit while still watching porn. Just do it less and less each week. Not too big of a change, just less and less gradually. Quickly, by the way, no pressure, but link below, my porn quitting course. It will change your life. It's going to support me and support you, so check it out if you're interested. The next thing I did was improved my shit life by setting goals. When I was most addicted to porn, my life was at its worst, right? Because when your life is shit, when you don't have many friends, no girls, no hope, no future, no goals, no anything, right? You go to a uni, a college, get a job you don't even like, 9 to 5. If you find a woman, she's mid, shit kids. Like, this is the average life. 9 to 5, average house, average everything. I didn't want that. So when I thought of that, when that was the path I was going down, I was like, all right, well, this is shit. So I'd become sad. I'd realise my life is shit. I feel hopeless. So what do? Turn to porn. Because that's what you do when you're sad. You turn to porn to make yourself feel good. So because my life was so shit, it would make me sad. So I'd watch porn to make myself feel better. I'd feel worse after it, obviously, but in the moment, you feel better. So instead of staying in this cycle like a bitch, set goals, and instantly watch your life change. Because now, when you think of the future, you think of your goals and you've got hope. Whatever your goals are, like 10k a month helping people online, so you can retire your mum, travel the world, buy whatever you want, right? Get a great body, so like guys are jealous of you, girls want you, you're proud of yourself, whatever it is. Whatever massive goal you can achieve, means a lot to you, set it, write it down, work towards it every day, constantly think about it, obsess about it. Now you've got actual hope in your life. When you think of your future now, you're rich, you got the money, you got the girl, you got the house, whatever the goal is. So you're happy. So the need for porn simply is not there. Because we only watch porn when we're sad. But when we're not sad, we don't need porn. So literally just set a goal. Not only will this help you quit porn, it will also just help you have a good life. Because if you got no goals, then what are you doing? Right? No wonder I felt so depressed. I had no goals. What are you working towards? A career you don't even fucking want because other people want you to have it? Fuck that. I'm not doing that. Right? Set your own goals, live your own life, and quit porn at the same time. Right? It's that simple. The final tip I'll give you is change your identity. If we ask your brain right now to describe yourself, it would say, I'm addicted to porn, but I'm trying to quit. It's hard. I'm trying though. You might think, well, that's positive. You're trying to quit. That's good. No, that's why you can't quit. Because you're the guy who tries to quit porn. You're the guy who tries to quit drinking, tries to quit junk food. Whenever someone says that, you just know they're going to fail. The fat guy, I'm trying to lose some weight. You're going to fail. It's the truth. You're trying to quit porn. That's why you always fail. So what do you do instead? Convince your mind, change your identity into someone who's already quit. Even when you're watching it every day, even when you're still madly addicted, tell yourself you're not. Tell yourself you find porn boring, you find it gay, you find it cringe, and you're simply not addicted anymore. At first, your brain is not going to believe you, obviously, because you're still watching it. But eventually, once you tell your brain enough, your identity will eventually change. Your brain's going to be like, this guy's boring me, he's saying the same shit every single day. We might as well believe it. He's said he's not addicted to porn 1,000 times. It's got to be true, because I'm sick of hearing it. So let's just make this guy not addicted to porn. That's how your identity changes. Because if you just tell your brain something every single day, I'm not addicted to porn, I'm not addicted to porn, eventually it'll believe you because it cannot tell the difference between what you're telling it and reality. If you're really shy, tell your brain you're confident 10,000 times. It sounds cringe and gay, but eventually your brain's going to pick it up and be like, well, he must be confident, or else why would he have said it so many times? So you're not the guy who's trying to quit porn. You're the guy who's already done it. You're not the guy on NoFap. You're the guy who does not fap. You see the difference, right? Imagine two dudes going to a party. They're both alcoholics. The first guy gets offered a drink. He says, sorry, no, I'm trying to quit drinking. It's hard, but I'm trying not to. He's going to get pestered for the rest of the night. Oh, go on, have a drink. Don't be a pussy. And he'll fail that night. The next guy, who's equally addicted to alcohol, gets offered a drink. He says, I don't drink. People are going to think, oh, he's Christian, or, he just doesn't drink. I'm not going to bother him now. And he does not drink that night. He might have drunk the night before a lot, but he just told himself he doesn't drink. And he's told everyone else that, so he does not drink. That's his identity shift. So change your identity from one of a porn-watching loser to someone who does not watch it. And eventually, over time, do this with less fap, do this with working towards your goals. You'll wake up one day and be like, I actually don't want to watch porn today. The first time in years, I don't want to watch it. It's gay, it's weird. Even though I've got an urge to watch it, it would just seem a bit weird to watch it. That's what identity shift does to you. I really hope this helped. If you follow this advice, it will help. Just take the advice. You'll quit porn faster than anyone on the internet. Everyone else online is just lying to you about NoFap. The NoFap benefits timeline. It's all shit. So if you take this advice, you will quit. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if this helps, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.